Alright, hello everyone. This is me, Medic. I am unfortunately voicing over my own video because I was dumb to use StreamYard and I did not record my audio, so I'm just gonna be voicing over what I'm doing. Now, here I'm basically explaining that I am going to be doing a survivor run. I have watched the entirety of Swampy's run. This is before the Pearl video upload, so yeah, that anything that happens there, I don't know of that yet. So yeah, I'm gonna start the game, and my intention with this run is a test, basically. I want to see if it's possible to just go west, like Five Pebbles says, just go to the west and enter the underground ruin thing. Swampy did it pretty much by accident because he entered via the coastline. No, that's not the name of it. The shoreline. So he never touched the farm arrays, but Five Pebbles says to go to the farm arrays. This run is a test to see if that's even possible. Like, I know I could have just looked this up, but I don't feel like it. I didn't feel like doing that. I want to experience a game by myself, just test my own theories about it, or just stuff I wish I could see for myself that are possible or not. And just heading west, which is left if I'm not misremembering, go through the farm arrays into the underground and finish the game. Uh, Now, here are the reasons why I think this would work. Uh, the the ability to speak that Five Pebbles gives us. Yeah, that's still running. The ability that Five Pebbles gives us to understand him doesn't really affect how we go inside anything or interact with anything. Creatures aren't scared of us out of nowhere. They're not like, oh my god, this little cat has a shiny square over its head. Ooh. And the ruins don't have text that would be incomprehensible, that are suddenly comprehensible thanks to the communication thingy he gave us. And I don't think I should be concerned about karma because when Swampy went into the ruins, I know they're not called the ruins, but I keep calling them that. I'm so sorry. There's this like giant X symbol, which is like the maximum level of karma you can have. Not sure if that is only on the shoreline entrance, but I'm going to find out. I apologize for this black screen. Let me see if I can just like skip over to when I'm actually oops. Uh oh, okay, wait. To when I'm actually playing. I don't remember if this thing even recorded audio from uh the thing, cuz I do react to audio in the video. So yeah. I guess I also mentioned a couple of. Okay, I'm gonna pretend I'm reacting now. Oh my god, that's the sloth cat tree. Actually, wait, I can react to it like right now. This is the sloth cat tree. This is where all of the little sloth cats live. Not just ours. All of them, right? What is this glowing ball? What is this glowing sphere? For reals, what is that? Why does it rain? I'm hoping the farm arrays contain these answers. Cause I don't know what's up with this game. Also, like if at any point the game just freezes or something, that's me, not the video. Good thing I can just Yeah. So like our little guys are going like hunting. They're looking for food. I hope I'm right about like that everybody living at one tree, and that just not being like a spot for our Slothcat's family. And something else I've noticed is that, okay, see how the big ones look here, and see how the small one looks here. Now clearly, what's about to happen is very sad. But when our little dude got separated from its family, it's a small dude. Here we can see our parent reaching for us. If we fall into the water with the horrendous leeches, I hate leeches. We fall in through the leeches and we end up somewhere dark and alone, surrounded by stuff, and that is Rain World. But if you notice, when we are actually playing the game, we're a grown up sloth cat. I have unfortunately seen some spoilers, I suppose, for Downpour, and I've noticed that there are these little things called sloth pups, which are the babies. So, like, why doesn't our little guy look like that? Is the little guy's name Survivor because because the guy got separated from his family as a child and has been surviving completely by itself up until now? Here I'm reacting to my little guy, and oh, okay, I thought audio was working, but like, there we go. That's a little guy. That's our little guy. He looks like a sock. He looks like a little sock with eyes and ears. He looks so cute. But yeah, like this guy looks grown up. Is his name Survivor because he's been surviving on his own? Like I'm guessing he got lost and never made it back to the big sloth cat's tree. But if this is correct, then is it impossible to return to our family? Or like, does Downpour provide extra context about the slug pups and we are still supposed to be a baby here? Because either way, it just sucks that we can't. That, like, you'll see later that the game is mean. It does not let you return to the starter area. Because my initial thoughts were to come back here with spears, build my way back up because the game forces you out of this little like thing here. You don't press anything, your guy just crawls out and falls onto the ground. So my idea was to come back here. Oh, by the way, I don't know why there's a helicopter here. I'm figuring out the controls here, but I'm not sure why the game doesn't just let you go back. So like my first idea was, okay, what if I go back here? Does it take me back to like where the sloth cats live? Is that the way to go back to your family? And that is also why I try going left as much as I can. We came from the left. We should go back by going left, right? I know I'm most likely wrong because everyone would be talking about this if it was a thing. But is it possible to actually go back and find our family? Is that possible? I know the answer is most likely no. And I have no idea why that yellow neuron eye thing is following us. Now, I guess spoilers from Brain World if you're somehow seeing this and have not, and you don't know what, yeah. Spoilers for this. I guess it's too late because I already mentioned a couple things. But at the end of the game, we see a bunch of those guys swimming to like the weird oil slick of distortion and stuff. What are these things? There are yellow and blue ones. But why? Like, if these are like spirits of like the ancients that have ascended, why is this one here? Why is it trying to help us? Emphasis on trying, because later on I will make a horrible mistake, and like um why? Why is it helping us? Why is it pointing us to the direction? Why is it showing us the tutorial? And like, if these are spirits of the ancients, what are the giant octopus looking things? Ignore that Steam notifications showing up. I'm so sorry for them showing up. But yeah, oh, I did not realize how crusty, in fact, my gameplay looks here. Here I'm still figuring out the controls. I just, I think at this point, I was like, oh my god, look at me dance. Look at the little chicken slocket dance. Because it just looks so silly. Just look at him. Oh yeah, I was trying to get the food up there. But I'm really bad at this game, so I don't know how to get them. So I go in here and I figure out that you don't, like, once you go in, you don't have to hold the key to keep going. The dude just goes in, and here I'm going to figure out how poles work. By pressing up, you stick to it, and here I'm doing the good old skach dance, left and right, while ascending. Very funny. And yeah, I'm later on gonna be tweaking out a bit about not being able to grab onto poles while falling. I discovered eventually that in order to do that, you need to hold up. Like, don't let go of up. That is how you grab onto stuff. Or was it shift? I'm really sorry. I'm recording this like literally the day after I played, and I do not plan on keep going until I finish documenting this, I suppose. Swampy's gameplay, like, genuinely just inspired me so much to wanna play this game. Like, I can't believe that Rain World, like, how did, like, when it came out and it was popular all around and about. Here I'm figuring out how the map works, don't mind me. I will ignore my crusty sloth cat movement. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh my god. What am I doing? It looks like I'm doing like Michael Jackson movements. What am I doing? I'm gonna be asking that a lot during this thing. What am I doing? I think I'm a good amount of times also gonna be laughing because a lot of the times it looks like the sloth cat doesn't have arms. And here I think I'm tweaking out about how the neuron eye thing. Oh no, here I'm asking why there are like glass shards on the floor and why they don't hurt us. That's why I jumped on them, because I'm like, see, they don't hurt us. Why are they here? And okay, here comes the pole torture. Oh yeah, I'm gonna fall a lot in this. What else I talking about? Oh yeah. So, oh yeah, Swampy. So he inspired me. The videos he made inspired me so much to play the game. Cause like, I don't know, it was so like beautiful to see. And like, I know I already saw the story and all that, but we didn't see the farmer race. And I like to think that seeing something and experiencing it are different things. So like even if I have seen Rain World, I haven't experienced Rain World. And I think in this part I was speaking about how like good this beginner area is. And I'm gonna be ignoring that I thing a lot. Wait, why is it pointing in that direction? Uh, I think we see why in a bit. Wait, I'm tempted to just like skip over this part, but no, I'm not going to. Here I am figuring out. I think here I was like asking, okay, like yeah, it's nice I can go up, but like, how do I grab onto them while falling? Because I saw Swampy do it a lot. Like he was falling and he grabbed onto a pole. How do I do that? And then I thought that gray thing up here, this thing, I thought it was like this lower quality is not helping. And I thought it was like that is what confused me. Like, I think I saw the map and I thought that the gray thing was a way to go. And I was like, what is that bunch of like spider webs doing up there? Here I am again, climbing up that pole and just trying to figure out how to. I went in there by accident. No, wait, I went in because I was like, wait, do I go? If I go back in, are the bats going to spawn? And I think that the part where I'm just walking here on the grass and it kicks off some of it, I'm like, oh, how pretty! Look how pretty that is! I'm kicking off the grass. I used to think those were like flies, and there I am just jumping, and I go back, cause I think I decided I was. Here is what I'm saying. The like walking kicks up some of the grass. That shows you like it. And like I used to think those were like bugs while watching Swampy play, and there I am, failing miserably at reaching those fruits up there. Uh, I don't know if I was pressing hold while doing that, but I eventually gave up on that. So, okay, back to theorizing about this game. Um, what the heck happened at the ending? I'm sorry, but like, what the heck was that ending? Like, I'm still confused. I have not looked up explanations because I wanted to figure it out by myself, and there I am doing the. I'm gonna call it the chicken dance, cause like little dude has no arms and just like kicking his feet around. It reminds me of a chicken somehow. And I think I'm just checking the map, being like, "Oh, are we running out of time?" And I think time is infinite in that area. And that entrance thing from the light, yeah, I theorize that maybe you can go back to it, but I don't think so. And that it's just there for like scenery and beautifulness. And yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go in there. Oh no, I think that is where I figure out how to pounce. Imagine you could actually see that. Gosh, I'm so glad I asked for help with recording softwares. This looks garbage. Jeez. I promise I'm going to be using OBS from now on. I use that freaking ugly StreamYard because, like, I always get stuck using obscure software for stuff. And I am so sorry. This is how you had to see my first steps into this game because, like, it's a beautiful game, but the quality of this recording is not helping. it's not showing it, but yeah, at some point I do mention that the backgrounds are like how the backgrounds like they're so beautiful. Guess I will never know what was through that first gate. Oh, unless I go there right now. Unless I go in right now because I don't. What am I doing? I think I'm talking about how weird I look that I'm trying to go under the barrel. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm holding out like a flag. Okay. Oh, thank goodness I did go in there. I'm not gonna be trying to be a completionist in this run, by the way. I will not be exploring every step, every single pipe and all, because I'm just trying to go to the left. If there's anything that even goes slightly to the right, and there's an option to go left, I will ignore anything on the right. I will ignore it because I made progress actually. You will see eventually. But I did make progress going to the left. But we'll get there when we get there. I am glad that I'm happy that I picked up the fruit. I think. What am I doing? What am I doing? I think I'm just going, yippee! I got my fruit! And, oh yeah, so time is infinite in this area. You're gonna see in a bit me panicking over it, but like in this beginner area, the cycles are not happening. I know it's probably just for. See, no, never mind. Never mind. Like, oh my god, I start panicking there. I start panicking. I start going like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, dude, hurry up, get in, get in, dude, let's go, go in, get inside, get inside. Yes, we made it. But I wonder, the is why does the cycle not affect us at the beginning, and then it just snaps to it being rain time? What are we? Like, what are sloth cats? Like, everything in the game just seems to point at that they're just like any other creature in the game. Five Pebbles mentions, I think, that they're some sort of rodent. But what are they? I ask this because at the end of the game, we go into the oiled slick of distortion, find a bunch of neuron optic nerve things, and one of them just takes us even lower, and we find a bunch of other sloth cats. But then we go up, and then we find a formation of sloth cats that make an angel or something like that. Like I'm confused. Like I'm confused. Are those supposed to be other sloth cats? Are those supposed to be like us? Like we already ascended, but like we've ascended a bunch of times, and for some reason we're there. I'm hoping the farmer race have the answer for this. And here I am basically just being like, how do I put this spear on the wall? Because I want to go back. I think it's so evil that they won't let us go back. And here I am like, yeah, no, there's no way of going back. The map is not leading back. And I'm disappointed because I wanted to go back. That's why I picked up that spear. I was like, I'm going to go back and build a staircase back out to like the light, back to like our family. I'm going to be operating under the assumption that we're still a baby or something like that. because uh, um I don't know. I think it makes it a bit less sad if like the separation was recent, rather than thinking that it's been a really long time since this dude has seen its family. And here I am, I think, trying to figure out how to stick it into the wall. And uh um I'm sorry if I suddenly just go that's because I get tripped over my own actions cuz like number 1, the quality of this is not helping, and number 2, I kind of forgot what I was doing. Okay, so here I'm trying to figure out how to stick the stick into the wall, and I'm just like, yeah, I start panicking here. It's like, oh my god, oh dear, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I didn't know you could do that. I knew the scavengers could kill him, but I didn't think we could do it. Oh my god, what do I do? Can I pick him up? Can I save him? Can I save him? Oh my god, I can't. Oh my god, I can't. What do I do? No, 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 I don't care. I don't care. Oh my god, I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could kill them. Oh my god. Oh my god, I wanted to stick it to the wall, not in his face. Oh my god, I don't know how to use the menu. Oh my god. Oh my god. I was literally not expecting. I didn't know we could kill them. Like, I thought my first time seeing the jello neuron neck. My first time seeing the yellow worm thingy, I thought it was a thing only for us, the player, because it started saying stuff about the keyboard and that stuff. It wasn't a actual being inside the game that the guys could interact with. But this makes me question, does the game know it's a game? Now, I know the whole thing about like break free from the cycle, ascend, does make sense if we assume that the game knows it's a game. You know, the only way for the sloth cat to escape the cycles, to stop being in the game, is by making the credits play. And that is only achieved with ascension and all that stuff. So, but so I guess it would make sense that like the game knows it's a game in some parts. But I honestly think the whole break free from the cycles is not meant to be like a fourth wall breaking thing about like, ooh, you have, if you want to escape from the control of the guy controlling you, you need to end the game. It doesn't feel like that to me. Like again, the ending's a bit weird because like the guy's just like conglomerate to an angel shape or something, and here I'm confused as to why my spear is not there. And I ask if like if every time you enter a room after waking up, there's spears or like spears and rocks and all, it's a random chance whether they spawn there or not. And once again, I am calling the game evil because it's not letting us return, and I want to get this guy back to his family and all that stuff. And I also wonder, when are the farmer race, is there a way to like, I know I'm getting probably my hopes a little too high up, but maybe the farmer race have the answers to what the heck is going on here, and why like why why is there an oil slick at the center of the earth, and what are those computer people thingies? Because I agree with Swampy. Oh, here I am questioning why I can't go in there. I don't know really why. I think that's only for like lizards or something. But yeah, I hope. Oh yeah, the farmer race. Not sure. Like, I have not seen the farmer race, but maybe that's how. That's where the sloth cat came from. Honestly, the opening cutscene is a bit confusing since we are crossing some. Oh, I'm dancing, and I'm not dancing anymore, and I'm going in there. I why can't I even go in there? That's a nice question. That question why there's another helicopter here, though it's a. I think it's more like a fan than a helicopter, but it looks like a helicopter, you know? This little sloth cat guy could go in there, fly over everything. I think, I'm not sure if this green thing at the top is a pearl. It's kind of shiny. I got a spear now. And I agree with Swampy in that the computer guys don't exactly look like iterators, you know? Looks to the moon and five pebbles are iterators. You know, they're little robot thing dudes that have a giant structure with a bunch of rooms and squares in them. And what do I have on my hand? Oh, that's a bat. Now, uh, oh yeah, I start panicking here because I'm like, lizard, oh my god. Because, like, even though I've seen Swampy kill lizards, I don't know how to do that myself, and I fail miserably. One of my deaths is actually me messing up the controls and not killing the lizard and destroying my stuff over it and not at it. And I got really spooked by that lizard. I just went over to another room. And yeah, I don't think the computer people things are iterators. I'm sure the farmer race explains everything. And I know experts are probably like, oh my god, please don't do this, you're only wasting your time. The farmer race are horrible and don't explain anything, but I don't care. I don't want to just look it up. And why is the video frozen? Why is this video frozen? I'm sort of tempted at playing this at twice the speed, actually, because this is 2 hours and a half. This is 2 hours and a half. I'm not sure. We'll see later. Oh, yeah, no, I don't. What is this quality, man? Oh my god, I'm praying OBS is able to capture this as it is and doesn't compress it further. Because if I get so a quality that's so bad you can't even see what I'm doing, I'm gonna be so sad. Because this game is so beautiful. And I'm getting spooked by green lights. Fortunately, this is only a thing at the beginning where lizards are in there. Fortunately, later on, they kind of just disappear for a long time, and I'm happy for that because I do not like lizards at all. And it's getting dark. And I'm like, oh no, it's dark. Oh my god, evil lizards, they prevented me from winning the game. Oh my god, get in. Ah, get in. Oh my god. Now, something that's weird that you can clearly see that I went inside the shelter with a bat in my hand. With food, because I'm like, haha, I'm going to eat this when I wake up. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the only time in this game cycle thing part where you're gonna see me sleep and ascend a level. every single other time I crawl out of the shelter, it's going to be because I died. I will say that now. Not sure if this was an intentional thing to just not put any shelters on the left to discourage people from doing this. Since, yeah, but then I proceed to waste time because I'm going to go out, eat stuff, and okay, I'm going to do this now. I'm going to make sure I'm actually recording. Okay, yeah, here says detener grabación, which is Spanish for stop recording. Okay, I just want to make sure because I'm 35 minutes in, and I don't know. I want to make sure I don't mess this up because having a quality this bad is enough of a disappointment. Here I'm not sure. Oh my god. I think this thing just didn't get any audio at all. I think I just didn't get any audio at all. This sucks. I'm never using this freaking StreamYard thing to record again. Also, I'm not sure why. Oh my god, this quality is so bad. You're gonna see me ignoring this jello guy a lot. And yeah, I guess I'll say it now. The one time I decide to listen to him, it gets me killed. But yeah, I guess I'm actively going against what the game is trying to tell us, so yeah. And what else? What else? What else? Oh yeah, returning to your family. Now, I'm aware Rain World has other campaigns. The monk and the hunter are also there, and like, what? Okay, this is a genuine question. What does it mean when like a pipe is flashing a color but nothing comes out? Do like other animals have other entrances to the same pipe? Or does it mean that it's approaching it? Cause I'm not sure why it flashed green those couple times. And yeah. I'm getting really scared over there cause I do not want to die. And I just decided to say, you know what? Screw it. I think I'm gonna go in there. Go in. Stop checking the map. Go in. There we go. Here I am very happy about not seeing the lizards. And I opened the map again. I think I'm trying to confirm whether the next room is... Okay, so that is where I came from. That little entrance on that's glowing green. That also leads to the other room I was in, I think. Here I struggle a bit to climb up that little mountain thing, and I get on the... Oh, I don't know what is... Oh, what is going on? Okay, no, this is too much of me to ask. But if anyone could make an edit with that, like... Wow, 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 like electronic sounding sound. Whenever my quality drops a lot, I would appreciate it. I know it's 2.5 hours long and most of the video looks bad, but I just think it would be really funny. The reason I'm not doing it myself is because my computer is a potato. And yeah, here I'm just like, yes, haha, you can get me up here. I am going to jump and fail, and I'm gonna hurry up there, cause there's. I was about to say 3 lizards, but oh my god, look at the quality. Go. I think that this is the highest resolution we're gonna get. Yeah. And I'm gonna go in there. And I'm gonna yawn. And I'm gonna climb up that pole and run. Oh yeah, I wonder in the background, you can see that the structure over here has like 3 sticks, a D and a G. Later on we do come across like a thing on the middle of the room that has a number 2 on it. So I don't know if these are supposed to be like sectors. And like I want to try to use my brain to think about like the grander scheme. Oh yeah, I ran away from a pink lizard. The grander scheme of things. We are in the outskirts of what? 5 pebbles. We know that the giant big structure 5 pebbles is in. Actually, don't you guys think it's weird that we're calling the robot 5 pebbles? Even though the game at no point even tells us that's its name. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this. I'm gonna fail miserably. And I'm gonna freeze. And I'm gonna go in there. And the lizard's gonna have a seizure. And I'm going to use my skills learned from Swampy to just bait that lizard and just start jumping away. Because I'm just like, ooh, run, 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 run. Oh no, there's another one. Oh no. Oh no, what do I do? Oh no. Okay, oh god, I might try to fight. Oh no, I'm gonna die. What do I do? What do I do? No, I failed. Ah! And I think they're about to be like, fight for my dead body. Where am I? Where are you taking me? Oh, oh no, oh man. I did try later on to see whether it was possible to just follow the lizards. To see what their like houses or dens looked like. Cause like when they carry your body, they take you back to their den. So yeah. Yeah, 5 pebbles. And looks to the moon. I know we don't really have names for them anywhere. I think they don't really say what their actual names are. But like the places they're in are called 5 pebbles and looks to the moon. I guess those names don't exactly fit actual like the outskirts, the industrial complex, the shaded citadel, the memory crypt. You know, they feel very out of place. And I guess you could argue they are the structure because they are connected to it. And they use all of its like energy and stuff inside and computery thingies to iterate and that stuff. So I guess it is technically correct to call them 5 pebbles and looks to the moon. And if I recall correctly, I think 5 pebbles mentioned something about the another iterator called like silver silver scratch, something like that, who like found the solution to ascend. And it's been a while since I watched the video where Swampy discovers it, so I might be wrong. But the silver guy ascended. Like bro found like no wait. Oh yeah, I think I remember now. He found the solution to like ascending, but like he ascended, but that caused all of its memory and like data to delete. So the ancients couldn't use this information. And here I think I also mentioned that it's nice knowing a little bit beforehand that the bugs are harmless. What am I doing? What am I doing? Yeah, that it's nice to know that some things are harmless. Because I am the type of person when playing something that I will get scared of everything. And maybe that is the magic of Rain World, being scared of everything. But knowing some things aren't there to get you is nice in a way, you know? I think that's also what makes this game feel so real, so to speak. Yes, you're frail, you're very weak as the sloth cat, but you aren't the only weak thing. The other bugs are relatively harmless. Here I also did an epic juke to that green lizard and I accidentally grabbed a bat, or was that a rock? Who knows? I think it's a rock. Like, it makes the ecosystem in this game feel more real. And oh my god, I am going to struggle so bad in this room. You're gonna see why in a couple. Yeah, starting off with that. There we go. There, even though you technically are at the bottom of the food chain, the sloth cat is stronger than it seems, It can technically kill everything with enough patience. And that makes me think about the scavengers. I'm probably wrong about this as well. But the moment I realized that pearls were like, what the heck happened there? Oh my god, why did that pink lizard? Ooh! Oh god, here I'm praying so bad I'm able to like. Oh my god. Ooh! Here I start just panicking because I'm like, oh god, the lizard chasing me. Ah! Yeah, I did not like that. Oh dear, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the ecosystem. Oh yeah. The moment I realized that the pearls, the shinies, were like 5 pebbles. Uh, what even are they? Like, looks to the moon tells us that this is where like information is stored. So I'm guessing that 5 pebbles like generates these, and like this is where he stores like his knowledge and memory or something like that. And the scavengers really like these items. Now, the Asians are gone. They've like ascended to another plane of existence or something like that. But the scavengers feel very human. Like they feel very, at least like very monkey, ape like. They they are the only creatures in the game, I think, that have formed some sort of society with like an understanding of trading and social relations. Cause if you hurt one of them, like other animals in this game won't care if you hurt one of them. Well, okay, a couple of them will. The big, long noodle insect fly thing will kill you if you eat one of its babies or something like that. But that's because that's its mom. It's a very instinct feeling thing. But the scavengers, for starters, they hunt in groups. With the exception of, I think, the birds from the memory crypts and that weird red flower thingy that spawns a bunch of flies if you go near it or something. Everything in here kind of just hunts alone. Lizards will fight against each other to get you, and I think I'm realizing that the green glow over there is actually one of the noodle fly babies, not a lizard. Cause, unless I'm wrong, I barely escaped that. Oh my god. But the scavengers form groups, like entire clans of it. Like it feels like that. Whole clans where there's a chief. Like there's a chief guy, and like they even have the trading posts, and like, okay, they don't understand economics, but they do understand trading, because if you give them shiny, they'll give you a weapon. And if you give them a weapon, they'll give you a shiny. I think that second statement is a bit less common. But why do these guys want the pearls? It could be that they're just like shiny looking objects. I think a lot of creatures, like anything really, will try to gather shiny things because they're shiny. They're not common. But given that these creatures have formed some kind of like intelligence, what if what if they know these are like knowledge storage thingies? What if they're trying to obtain knowledge for themselves? This world has been abandoned for ages. I am also probably wrong about this, but what if the scavengers are ancients that for some reason didn't ascend? Like maybe they didn't want to. I don't remember where exactly we get the dialogue that all like the ancients wanted to ascend. I don't know if this was like everyone wanted to ascend. Oh yeah, here are the numbers I'm telling you about. Like there's a 2 on the floor of this thing. Like why? And here is where I think I died, but I didn't. And I'm like, oh my god, there's a pink lizard over there. Oh my god, I hate this. Ah. Oh my god, I'm so glad this pipe takes me over here to this stick. And here I'm trying to learn how to. Ooh! I hit from that lizard just in time. I don't know if that's a 5 underneath. And I'm just hating on these lizards right now because I'm like, haha, die, you horrible thing. But like, what if some of the ancients didn't feel like ascending? No, it's not. It's never said. I think it's like very. It's a very inferred thing that the ancients refer to us humans. For all we know, the ancients in this game could have been like aliens or something. I don't know. This world is very peculiar, and I'm not sure this has been like. If all the creatures here are like evolved versions of animals we have on Earth. Here I'm trying to see if it's possible to like get on 4 legs on a pipe stick to jump, and I realize I can't. So here I try doing that to reach, and then I fail, and then I realize I'm out of time, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm about to die. Oh my god, where's a shelter? Oh my god, is there a shelter in here? I think I remember there being a shelter in here. Oh my god, where am I going? What is this place? Ew, there's a pole plant. Oh my god, just go. I don't care. Go. Go, come on. Maybe I'll make it in time. Spoiler warnings, I don't get there in time and I'm just really desperate and I'm here I find this one square of dirt where I'm safe. I eventually die, but I'm like, wait, what? Oh yeah, why did the rain stop there? I'm like, wait, am I safe in here? Is it possible to just hide in there and survive the rain? Cause like, look! The water is falling next to me! And I'm perfectly safe. I eventually do die from the rain, but I'm like, wait, why do I survive for longer there? Like, thanks, I suppose, but there's not much I can do from here. And yeah, what if some of the ancients just didn't ascend? And, like, maybe when everybody else... and when everybody else ascended, they stayed on Earth, and then, all the giant machines and the rain, they, like, messed up the people, and they devolved into the scavengers. And the reason they were called the scavengers is because they scavenged the land to collect the knowledge that they left in the past. And that's why they look so humanoid, but not so much at the same time. It's a weird thing. And I'm most likely wrong about this because, well, like if these were humans that like devolved into scavengers, uh, why why did they even devolve in the first place? The only reason the world got like this is because, yeah, here I realize like you can't stick spears into that wall, and I'm calling the game evil again because I want to go back to my family and the game won't let me, and I'm trying not to kill the jello neuron guy by accident again. Don't worry, I don't. But yeah. But okay, assuming that all human beings ascended, and like all of them, which is most likely true because just look at how dirty the world is. And like all animals. Oh yeah. Then I'm like, wait, that's nice, but I can't even reach it. And even if I could reach that stick, I can't reach the entrance pipe. So yeah, I'm sad that the game won't let me return to the infinite cycle time thing. I think I mentioned that I also think that they don't let you return specifically to avoid people from just camping in there and figuring out like weird glitches to break the game or something. I don't know. So, so yeah, animals in here are like evolved versions of current animals. But then there's like the freaking birds, not the ones in memory crypts. The one that looks like the ones that look like they have jet engines on them. Like, why? I can understand if lizards evolved to have like neon coloring. You know, bioluminescence is it's a real thing. But jet engines, unless birds evolved to have like really weird digestive systems that make them fart through their wings, which is disgusting, and I hope that is not true. Why? Just why? Did the ancients also feel like messing around with creatures before like deciding to leave? Did they just go, okay, so like we're not going to be here anymore, so let's just destroy the world and mess up the local flora and fauna. Yeah, let's mess up everything before we leave, cause like, haha, yeah, that would be funny. Cause like the lizards also feel mechanical. The glowing parts, like like they feel robotic to me. Same with the Leviathan. They feel mechanic. Now I know there's one song in the game soundtrack called Bioengineering. I have no idea how to make it play in the game, but the name by itself suggests that the ancients maybe also did mess around with like creatures. And that brings me back to the sloth cat. What if the ancients grabbed some random rodent or like a sloth or like a cat and I nearly escaped that lizard? And like they were maybe before building the iterators, these guys were trying to figure out how to escape the rain. It's so weird, the rain, by the way. Why does rain kill everything? Why is everything in this world so afraid of it? Why does it rain so consistently? I don't know, but I'll get there when I get there with this. I'm making everything up as I go, and here I'm just basically like, haha, I am going to, like, switch around with the lizard. Ha ha ha, hee 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 ha. Because Swampy taught me that. And I'm so glad that oh wait, no, I failed. Never mind. Here I am, like, haha, are they gonna fight for me? And I think they are. Yeah, they're gonna fight for me. And the green one will take my body. This is where I try to follow them to see if I will go into their house. But I don't. So I'll go back to what I was saying. So the ancients. Okay, so what if long time ago the ancients existed? Everything was normal until they messed up. They started messing around. They started playing God, I think. Yeah, let's go with that. They started to play God. So they started like creating creatures that were like robotic and stuff. And like the consequences this had on like the environment or something were like poop. So they decided to like escape from the rain. They abandoned their world because, or you know what, maybe it was just global warming. You know what, both of them. They started playing God, creating these robotic creatures, and their like evil industries or whatever polluted everything extra bad. So then climate change messed up the weather really, really terribly. And the rain was just horribly deadly for everybody. So then they're like, okay, this sucks. So they decide to build their super high cities that are really big above the clouds to escape the rain. And then they're like, this world sucks, let's leave. So they built the iterators to like find a way to ascend, to escape the world and to go into another plane of existence because they screwed up real bad and they're not smart enough to fix it. And this is around the time I realized that like stopping to eat and I am angry because I wasted my spear. And I realized that like I'm wasting time trying to grab food every morning because I don't want to die to the rain again. But the ancients then they build the iterators. They build five pebbles. They build looks to the moon, and then silver straw finds the solution, but then they can't use it because bro wiped his own memory. So then they just kept going until they found another solution. I guess someone else did it. And then uh, and then for some weird reason, they decided to build their ascension temples. Oh wait, no, this actually makes sense. They realized that eventually, like once they were gone, their like superstructures would fall over, and they didn't want their ascension temples to be destroyed because what happened there with my sloth cat, I don't know. Here I'm asking the big noodle to protect me, and I think it worked. So the ancients, they realized their superstructures one day would collapse, and maybe like if their temples broke or something, it would mess up their ascension. And here I'm asking why I'm running backwards. So they decide to like build them underground, like so underground that the rain would not get them. Then here they decided to put uh supercomputer dudes to I guess give maintenance to the temple, and then they left. Except that, ooh, lizard, before doing that, like I guess all of them like uploaded their memories into the memory crypts because they decided to leave like a legacy. And yeah, I am so bad at leaving pipes for this section. And here I am just praying that the lizard did not see me. And here I'm like, did he see me? I think he didn't. Oh my god, maybe he saw me. Wait, maybe he didn't. I think he didn't see me. Ooh, I almost fell. Wait, how do I get back up? I think I'm screwed. Yeah. Oh, so that's why that little nook is here, so I can reach the pole over there. Except I can't. And I can't reach the one over here, and I fell! This is around the time I figure out that in order to keep holding onto poles, I need to hold up. So, so the ancients, they ascended. They left everything. They left their creepy, fleshy memory boxes because they were mysterious. And then, like the ancients might have been like smart enough to build the iterators and the maintenance computer guys, but they weren't smart enough to turn off the iterators before leaving. Oh my god. Oh my god. Here I'm just so happy that I know how to climb. Woo. And then they forgot to turn off the iterators because Five Pebbles and Looks to the Moon, I think, kept searching for the Ascension code or something. What am I doing? Let go of the pole, little guy. That is what I was saying. And here I'm trying to go in there, except it doesn't let me for some reason. And I'm like, let me in! Let me in! Grrr! So they forgot to turn the iterators off. So they're still searching for the Ascension code. And yeah, it's really sad. But eventually, like a ton of years later, because these guys were really dumb, they built Looks to the Moon in the middle of the ocean or something. I guess they just covered the entire surface of the earth with these structures. But yeah, because water corrodes metal easier and that stuff, Looks to the Moon collapsed. And because the ancients were dumb enough not to like make these guys smart enough to like separate themselves from the wall, Or they were just evil and made them unable to be separated from the wall. She's just stuck there, waiting for the water to just kill her, I guess. Which is really sad, actually. I wish you could save her. Can't you save her? Is there a way to save Looks to the Moon? If you, like, gee, how would you even do that? Because, like, this lost cat, I guess theoretically, if, like, they gave us instructions and told us how to, like, get materials, um, maybe it would be possible to, like, reconstruct Looks to the Moon. Well, her structure, and I'm trying and failing at the jump so bad right now. Oh my god. And, if it were possible to just reconstruct her, or like the okay, here is my plan for Rain World campaign, the engineer or whatever. So like when you appear in the world, you actually spawn in like 5 pebbles or something, because yeah, bro lets you speak, understand speech, and tells you to like do stuff. So we go to look to the moon, and like we have a magnet with us because we're the engineer. So pebbles, the pearls just come flying to us whenever we, yeah, because I said so. And so when we reach looks to the moon, we have tons of them. And like she just reads them. She's like, "Oh hi, oh my god, this is a lot of information. I'm glad you found these." And in one of them, it's like the instructions to how to build looks to the moon. And here I'm panicking because I'm like, "Oh, you know what? It sucks that the rain is here, but I'm not gonna die without figuring out how to do this jump because I want to get over there. I'm not giving up." And so by using the looks to the moon build construction memory, we build uh a thing so she can separate from the wall and be free. And so then we also, I guess, use that knowledge to like fix 5 pebbles, get all of those blue vomit looking guys out of him. And here I'm just glad that the lizard is about to drown. Except I'm also about to drown, and I'm like, oh god, can I go up? Is there anything up there? Oh my god, hurry up. Oh my god, is there anywhere I could go? No, I can't go in here. I can't go anywhere. Oh my god. I'm gonna die. No. I'm so sorry, little guy. I know you want to go back to your family. I'm so sorry. No. Oh my god, this one's so sad. Like every time I die because of the rain, I feel so bad about being unable to like move further. Because at least when it's a lizard or something, it's another animal that needs food. They're not hunting me because they're evil. They're not doing it just because I'm a sloth cat. They're doing it because they need to eat as well. And yeah, it's so sad still. But yeah, we purify 5 pebbles, and then our mission is to like fix all the iterators. So we oh wait. We then like we recover silver straw, the memories of how to ascend, and we give it to looks to the moon and 5 pebbles because like they're the only ones left, or like just to all the iterators that are left. We give it to them. They all ascend, and like of course by this point like 5 pebbles tells us how to ascend, so like we can also leave, and then we leave, and then we all see each other in the epic afterlife with the beautiful rainbow, because I want a happy ending in this game. And I would say it's highly debatable whether the ending of swimming to the center of the earth and turning into an angel is a happy ending. I'd say that's debatable. So yeah, that's my idea for a mod. I only know how to use Scratch for programming, so yeah, maybe when I learn how to do stuff, I might make it, but like, if anyone out there that's good at, uh, looking like a super pro hacker programming dude is interested, you can, do this, but like, give me credit, please, because, yeah, thank you very much. Oh my god. I'm just laughing at how I look so silly, just like moving at 8 frames per second. It looks so goofy. So, yeah. Um. So yeah, looks at the moon collapses, and because water displacement, a bunch of water started like rising, and like a bunch of like disgusting stuff started growing, and then that stuff for some reason like got into Five Pebbles, and like Five Pebbles is stuck to that wall, so he can't just like throw them out himself, or like turn off the cooling so they all just fry alive and die. So yeah, the evil blue vomit things are there. And yeah, what else? What was I saying? Um, I'm gonna yawn again. Ugh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. For that. So yeah. When the ancients ascended, they left their memories. Oh yeah, the slug cats. I got distracted by my entire timeline. I forgot to mention what brought them up in the first place. So when the ancients started, oh, I figured out that jump. That was so amazing the first time I did that. I was like, ooh, I did it! I did it! Oh my god, take that, you stinky lizard! I have done it! Hee hee! Yippee! Ooh, what's under here? I regret going in here because I can't get back up later on, and I do not like those touchy grabby thingies. And I realize I'm stuck, and I'm like, wait, can I kill those things? I don't think you can. Not with a spear, at least. And I'm like, oh, darn, they're immune to that. Noodle thingy, save me, please. Yes, thank you very much. Your sacrifice will not be in vain, hopefully. Oh my god, heck no! What is this? Heck no! Nuh-uh, I'm not going in there, nah. Nah, that ain't fair. You guys can fly. What about me? Take me with you. Oh my god, a lizard. Yeah, no, I'm leaving. I'm getting out of here. Nuh-uh. 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 Ew, get off me. And here I realize there are spears here, and I'm like, oh god, what do I do? Uh, uh, dear, how did I do that? Ooh, it left. I was intending to actually stab the lizard. And here I'm like, ew, no, let go of me. And I'm like, wait, can I like throw a spear and jump? And I'm not sure if you're even intended to be able to scale this. I actually thought this was a way to progress because of the graffiti in the back. It reminds me of the murals in Five Pebbles after the chamber where he is in. I keep getting distracted. My bad. So the ancients, when they started messing around with creatures, maybe because they were trying to find a way to ascend or because they were just feeling silly, they were like, okay, so okay, has the karma system always been a thing in Rain World? Do all creatures have karma? And what is it even there for? Like the 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 mural at the entrance from the shoreline has the giant maximum karma symbol. I'm not sure if that's just to ensure you have max karma and you're able to ascend, but what does karma even do? Like, I have a very limited understanding of. Whoa! Whoa! Oh my god, how did that happen? Here I'm just panicking because I'm like, oh my god, the rain is coming. I hope there's a shelter nearby because it's been a long time. Oh my god, what is this? No! Oh my god, no! I think I remember this from Swampy's video, but I do not know how to do this. And yeah, um, what does karma even do? How does surviving, how does sleeping with food in your stomach make you more ascendable? Like, I have a very limited understanding of how, like, real life karma is supposed to work. Like, from what I understand, if you do good things in life, your karma will be good and you will receive good things from like the universe or something. And if you're bad or a jerk, you receive bad stuff from the universe. Cause like it's even an expression like when something bad happens to someone after they did something bad, we go like haha karma. So I'm not sure if karma like the more you have it, it means that you are better, or if the more you have it's bad. And I mean, technically, it's possible to not kill anything to eat. I mean, fruits. I mean, yes, plants are alive, but I don't know. Maybe for this lock cat, killing isn't exactly accountable for being evil because it's an animal. It's not supposed to have like an understanding of good and evil. So then maybe like surviving. Uh okay, I have no idea here why surviving makes you more ascendable. Unless the ascension that we have in the world is actually like an evil ascension and we're actually becoming part of like an evil hive mind thing that controls all living creatures and forces them to be evil or something. Um I have no idea why going to sleep makes you more ascendable or why you even need it to ascend. Karma, I mean, like from how I understand karma, I'm not sure why you need it to ascend. But regardless, the ancients were like, okay, so there's this karma thing. Like every time I go to sleep, I see these symbols like next to me while I sleep. I'm going to get to the gates, the karma gates in a bit because those are weird now that I think about them. But they're like, oh yes, I see them sometimes as well, but I'm not sure how to make them like. I always see another one that's like above me. So So they were like, okay, let's just create a creature that's like this entire purpose. We are going to design it so that every time it eats and sleeps, it be its symbol raises. Here I am struggling really bad with a jump and being like, how did I do it the first time? I was so good and now I'm bad. I think I mentioned this already, but I have figured out that stopping to eat every morning is not worth it because I end up dying anyways. And so I'm like, yeah, I grabbed the fruits by accident, but I figured I deserved them for getting there in the first place. So yeah. So they designed the slug cats to be these very basic, simple organisms that all they need to do to be more ascendable is eat and sleep. And maybe once they realize that like using other creatures to try to make themselves ascend didn't really make a lot of sense. Here I grabbed these guys by accident and I'm like, ooh, free food. Yum 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 yum. Wait, why can't I eat this one? Oh, I'm full. What do I do with this guy? It takes me a bit to figure out I'm full. I'm not paying attention to my hunger bar. But then I'm like, okay, you can go. And then I think I actually killed it, or like maybe because I dropped it like right where it spawns from, it just went back in there. I do wonder why the bats just spawn from these glass shard looking things. Or if those are supposed to be like poop deposits, because I think real life bats, their poop actually like stacks up like that, but I don't know. So like after the ancients realized that they couldn't use other creatures to make themselves ascend, they built the iterators to do it themselves so they could use that on themselves or something. Which makes me wonder, how did they even discover ascension? Because the temples are like extra 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 old. Like if what I said about my timeline is correct about like them first building the iterators and the temples going after, then fine. But if they first build the temples and then everything else, did they just forget how to ascend? Like, did they become dumb? What happened there? Like, how did they forget? That sounds like something very memorable. Or like, they built the temples, but like only really epic guys could do it. So that's why not everybody just disappeared when humanity was just starting to form. And I really hate that bug over there because he just knocked me off. And I'm like, this is the wrong pipe. I do not like that bug, dude. Girl, what if I go in here? Woo, there's a new thing up here. This is a new next hurdle. Like, I'd say the two main, like, obstacles I faced in this run, this part of it, was the room with the square thing where a bunch of lizards were falling from because I couldn't figure out, I had to figure out a jump with the poles. And this one, because you're gonna see it later, but I'm going to need a spear to reach the next one. But yeah. So, yeah, man. Why did I pause the game? Oh yeah, I think it's because I'm trying to check the controls. Or cause like, oh, I remember. Someone called me. Oh yeah. Mm. Let me see if I can like skip. Yeah. So the ancients, they, yeah, and like I do think the temples were, I guess, newer because the computer guys are there. Like, how would they have built these temples? Put these ring computer dudes and then just built normal civilization. Like, that doesn't add up. Unless the computer guys are actually like creatures that happen to look like computers, but that's honestly a very weird explanation. But like, everything in this world is weird. So yeah, the ancients built the slug cats to be very ascendable. But because they made them very simple, they didn't give them like thought processes and like logic, reasoning parts of the brain. I don't know. They made them very norm, very like simple guys. They didn't even know what they were doing. They didn't even know what ascension means. And like, I don't know if there's anything to that really goes against this, except that maybe like in one of the slot cat's dreams. I'm guessing they're dreams. The slot cat just sees itself surrounded by other flying slot cats. And I think there are different ways to interpret this thing. It's either like this guy missing its family, this guy seeing like this guy is very scared of the world around it and is constantly afraid of death, and it's remembering all of the dead sloth cats it's seen, or like it's seeing all the times it's dead, it has died. I'm also very confused. Like, it does in universe, does the sloth cat remember, like, the map implies or like downright shows that the sloth cat remembers. I was so mad that I messed up that jump. And I think this is where I do my fatal mistake of deciding to follow the jello neuron eye thing. Because I'm like, oh yeah, if there is a shelter closer to here, maybe I can save myself a couple of rooms. But you're gonna see that there is nothing here, and I'm just like, what is this, bro? I thought you said there was a shelter nearby. What the heck is this place? Where am I? Like, bro. Like, I guess I can go in here and like I'm just following it because like, and there's this thing. It doesn't look like it, but I swear in the game it looks like very purple, and I'm just like, what the heck is this? Like, is this one of the memory crypts? Is this like a tombstone? Is this like a grave? Is this like a dead ancient? And I was like, bro, why did you even show me that? I'm back to where I didn't want to be. I can't even go anywhere. Why did you do this to me? What was the purpose of you showing me this? And yeah, I died to the rain afterwards because I wasted time here. Or I think I died to a lizard. I don't remember. But yeah, the sloth cat seems to remember cycles. Like, when it wakes up and it does stuff and it dies, it remembers it. It remembers all of that, but for some reason, like, it goes back in time to when it first like woke up and started existing that day. And like, here I am, just being angry at the jello neuron thing because it's telling me there's a shelter nearby, and I'm just like, what the heck do you mean? There's nothing here. And yeah, I'm just mad at the jello neuron eye because I'm like, bro, where is the shelter? You told me there's a shelter. And then I'm like, there's a shelter, but where? I can't get to it. I'm still I'm still confused about that shelter. I I don't know if I'm even gonna try reaching it. You'll see at the end of the video that I think I decided to just farm for levels because I need them. You'll see why. But yeah. So yeah, this luck cat. It's time seems to be a very weird thing here, because when you sleep, it's a new day for this luck cat. It's a new day for everybody. Like things move forward after you sleep. Like if you harvested any plants, they have actually been harvested. And like poles that you left actually stay where you left them and that stuff. But if you don't sleep, then you're just sent back in time, but for some reason you remember it. Maybe if I'm correct about like the ancients making the slug cats to be very ascendable and to have like a super like sense of like a super space-time transcendent memory type of thing. Maybe like the slug cat's memories, they like don't care about like time, and so they can remember things that they did. And here I decide to eat mushrooms because I'm like, oh, maybe this will slow down the rain, but it doesn't. And now I'm just worse because I can't move, and I'm confused as to why the rain is fast. But yeah, there's also the weird karma flowers. What are those things? If karma is like a thing that you get from surviving or something like that, why the heck do flowers grow that like protect your energy? Like, I'm sorry, where do those things even come from? Did the ancients create those too? Did they plant? Did they eat those in like bunches? Like, were they like, okay, we were able to store karmic energy in these flowers and these plants. So if we eat them, we should be able to just be very ascendable and stop living in this garbage place. But because it doesn't raise your karma and just protects it, it didn't do anything. By the way, what happens if you eat two of them? Does it create a double protection around your karma? Does it raise? Does it actually raise a level, or does it just do nothing? Actually, I've forgotten to check if it like raises your hunger, but like later on I do find one. So I guess me seeing this footage right now will be able to confirm that. Oh yeah, also why is karma yellow? Like I noticed that's a very like prominent color when it comes to like karmic stuff. The neuron thing is yellow, the flower things are yellow, the oil slick distortion thing is yellow. Um, I think there is a yellow lizard, but it doesn't look very karmic to me. You know, I'm probably wrong here, and it's actually like the only lizard that doesn't attack you or something like that. But I think those lizards, like they live on Five Pebbles, and Five Pebbles is a very karmic place, cause like when you go there, it gives you more survivability by giving you karma, because speaking is important to ascend. That doesn't sound right, but it doesn't sound wrong either, you know? So because we oh yeah, so this lizards. So the yellow ones, I've noticed they have these like antenna thingy on their heads, and like Five Pebbles also has that. So like maybe the ancients were like, okay, antenna seem to be important when like creating karma ascension codes. Okay, what if the lizards are actually like robots? Like what? That's why they glow, cause like they're part like robotic. They made the jello lizards to be like extra like karmic robots, and then they realized that the X was just the way to go. You know how X marks the spot on the map? X also marks the karma. So they made the lizards' heads look like an X with their like little antenna thingies. And I am bad at parkour here for a bit. So they make them look like that, so they are like extra karmic. But because they're lizards and they didn't give them like speech comprehension, I think, I don't know. They can't make humans ascend. Bro, how crazy would it be if the ancients like they built? Oh, wait a second. Okay, so oh my god, I am making so many insane assumptions here. I'm probably wrong so bad about all of this, but like, what if the ancients they made the sloth cats, or like maybe the sloth cats already existed, and they live at the karmic ascension tree. That's what the glowing ball on top of it is. It's like pure karma ascension. Or what if it's like a giant pearl full of karma or something? And so like the ancients noticed that these guys were very ascendable, and they're like, "Yo, we want to do that," but like they couldn't do it because they're humans, and the sloth cats are not humans. So then the ancients they this is so crazy. I can't even take it seriously. The ancients they try they okay, so they are like, okay, the only way to absorb the sloth cat's ascension energy is to eat it because its body stores the karma. And that's why you drop a karma every time you die, because what ate you absorbed it. Wait. Wait a second. Wait, let me cook. Let me cook. So because the when the humans were eating it, it didn't work, but that when and like anything else ate them, it worked. The ancients built robotic lizards and birds to hunt the sloth cats, and they transferred their brains, like their consciousness into the lizards and that stuff. And then like those humans that like did that are like the ones that are still there, and that's why the lizards try to kill you, because they want your karma. So like here goes how I think karma works. You naturally generate it every day by existing, because you're a sloth cat and they're very ascendable. So like every day that you manage to actually survive, you ascend, you get one more level of karma. and and because and yeah, you generate your energy during the day and that stuff. You have to go to sleep to like complete it, the generation of your karma. So if anything else eats you, it takes your energy, it takes your karma, and that's why you drop a level. And like maybe the symbols we see are just like weird futuristic numbers of like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, blah blah blah. And we're just at level 0 of karma because everything that kills us keeps eating it. Same when we die from the rain. We didn't get to sleep. We didn't get to like generate our energy completely because we died before the day ended and we didn't survive. So we don't gain a level of energy of that. Now, why doesn't this make us gain karma just from eating stuff? Because fruits don't generate karma. They're plants. Like not even the flowers generate it. They can only protect your karma because they're plants, I don't, or something. So yeah, and the bat flies. Maybe like there has to be a minimum amount of like complexity to the being in order for it to generate karma. And okay, so the lizards and the birds are humans that transfer their brains into the sloth cat. Now, what about scavengers? I said earlier that scavengers were like humans that like didn't ascend because yeah, so they just devolved into monkey primate brain sort of thing. But like here is my idea. The ancients transferred their minds into the lizards and the birds, but they are terrible at this kind of stuff because they are not that smart actually. And here's what I was saying about like me needing a spear to reach the next pole because like they're too high up and like there's probably a secret technique I'm not aware of. And here I think I'm gonna mess this up really bad. Yeah, I did. And I don't know where it landed. So they were really bad, but so like the ancients transferred their minds into the lizards and the birds. But like they didn't transfer all of it because like they figured that was probably bad. Oh, I found my spear. So part they only send like 50% or something. So like the other half of their brains like remained in their bodies. And my I dropped my spear really bad and I'm disappointed. And so because they what am I doing? I didn't see where my spear landed. Oh my god. Because they yeah, cause like half of they're only like half brain now in their bodies. Like that is why they start like devolving into more like savage, uh, wild things. Cause yeah, they only have them, and that is also why the lizards and the brains and the birds aren't rational beings either, like fully rational, because it's only half brain. And that is also why they fight to get you and they don't try to work together. Because, like, one half of the ancients is like cooperation and like teamwork. And I think this is where I figured out how to grab onto that ledge. By pressing shift, left, and jumping, I hold onto the ledge, that little square, and I'm able to climb up. I think that's around this time that I figured that out. But like, okay, so one half of like the human brain, if assuming the ancients are humans, half is like raw survival instinct. Ooga booga, me monkey survive. I kill to eat. Ooga booga. And the other half is like teamwork and cooperation and trading and being smart. So because the smart half remained in their bodies, that's why the scavengers are somewhat like smart about what they do. And I just teleported there. And because the like the ooga booga crazy me survive only type brain went into the lizard and the brains. I keep saying brains instead of birds. They fight each other for the slug cat because they want the karma. That is the only reason the lizards and the birds exist as like really crazy vessels for the ancients to eat slug cats and obtain karma energy. And because that is their whole like reason of existence, and they forgot to transfer their teamwork skills alongside them, they fight because they want the energy and they don't care about anything else. They don't care if it's counterproductive to fight against each other instead of with themselves to get the slug cat. Because a good amount of the times, the reason we are able to escape from birds and lizards is because they end up fighting each other. So yeah, that's my crazy theory. I am most likely wrong about this. I would not be surprised if I were. And then, okay, so that is the okay, so then and then like maybe the reason why we are like wild slug cats and not like in a lab or something is because like karma only works if it's like truly earned or something. Like it doesn't work if you try to like artificially force it, because that's not how it works. So they had to just like release them into the wild so they could like naturally generate their karma energy. And I think this is where I also like try to come up with like an explanation as to why the rain kills us, because I'm like at first I used to think that like the rain was toxic, and like because we're a little like slug being, maybe the rain dissolves us or something. But I realize it's because like the rain just crushes our little fragile bones. It comes down with such a strength that it just crushes us. It breaks our bones, destroys our organs, and that's why we die to it. And that's why everything else dies to it, really, because the water comes down with that much of a force. It's too strong. And yeah, I think that's the only as to why it started raining. Like I said, the ancients started messing up the ecosystem. They started messing up the world and climate change. That's why. And here I'm basically an expert at avoiding lizards in this room by using that little like underground path thingy. And I think I mentioned it in my original audio that like it feels faster to jump on two legs to traverse land quicker than just walking or crawling. Maybe it's not, but it really feels like it. And here I really don't want to die to this lizard, and I'm like, yo. And yeah, what else is there to mention about this? Oh yeah, I jump backwards for a bit before jumping normally. Oh yeah, the neurons. Okay, so why are some of them blue? Now the opposite in like the color wheel thing of yellow is blue. So maybe the blue ones are evil and the yellow ones are good. Because when we go to like the underground oil slick, it's all yellow, no blue. And the blue ones are evil. They're like anti-ascension. They're descension. Yeah, they're trying to make you descend. Or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe this whole time we've actually been like doing a bunch of evil and earning ourselves a place in hell. I feel bad saying that, but like in like the underworld. Yeah, we are earning our place in like the underworld for being evil and like eating, because I don't know, and like that's why it's underground, and that's why the ancients built their stuff on top to be like closer to the sky, and uh, the sky is good. Although I guess in this scenario the sky would actually be closer to bad because that's where the rain comes from, but I don't know. Uh, yeah, I don't have much evidence as to like Ascension being evil, other than it being like underground, I guess. But I don't think that counts. But yeah, and I'm not sure why there are blue neuron optic nerve things, or even why they're helping us. I mean, blue does seem like a very evil color. Just look at this bug. I do not like it at all because it always pushes me. It always tries to push me, and I complain for a bit in this section of the thing, being like, did we do something to this guy in like our past life or something? And I'm gonna yawn again. Ugh. I this time I did see where my spear landed. Maybe they added that square there just to catch spears that didn't get stuck to the wall. If they did so, thank you so much. You're still evil for not letting us return to the starter area though. But yeah. What else? Oh, yeah, the blue ones. I don't know. I can't think of anything blue that's evil in this game. I mean, Look to the Moon is blue, but she isn't evil. She isn't evil. Unless she did something that we don't know, she doesn't seem to be evil. Like I don't think the iterators are evil. Like I don't think so. They like no one here is evil. Maybe the ancients were a bit dumb, but I probably didn't do any of this with like the intention of like messing things up. No one here is evil. We well, everyone here just caught by circumstances. And here I finally start. Never mind. And here I finally start like climbing up that beautiful pole ladder I've created. I'm saying this now. I think it's I've been jumping to place on the pole, and I don't know why I keep falling off. Like I think if the trick is to just not stop pressing up, because that is how you hold on to poles. So here I am, like up, up, up. There we go. And I'm happy to like make it to a new section of the game. And like the fact that that is there just kept telling me that I was going the right way. And I'm like, ooh, a flower. Now it's actually worth trying to survive. Yeah, no, the flower doesn't fill your hunger. But yeah, because I actually have that, I want to survive. So like I eat up in case I find a shelter, which I don't. Again, all of you pro gamers watching this are probably screaming at me to stop doing this because I'm wasting my time, because it's actually impossible to enter the pharma race or whatever without 5 pebbles communication for some reason, even though we've been reading text without it. Like the whole there's a strange energy here. And here I get really upset because I think I thought that I could go lower and I'm gonna die. It's so painful. I feel so dumb dying there because I'm like, oh my god, now I wasted the flower. I wasted a perfect flower. Which, don't you think it's weird that in the animation where it's you, so to say, it grows out of us? Now, I will stand by saying that the slug cats are like weird. Like they transcend time in some way. Because the way these flowers work is that they appear where you died last time. And the animation shows it growing out of your body. So when you eat it, maybe like you swallow a seed. And that flower just stays. Maybe the extra energy that flower inside of you provides is what protects your karma from dropping one time. and and if you continue to eat and gain more levels, it keeps your energy. But then if you die, the flower will use its energy. Oh wait, maybe it's like a, what if it's actually like a fungus? I know it looks like a flower, but like what if it's like a fungus? Do you know that cordyceps thing that turns ants into zombies? What if it's like that? It's like a beautiful golden flower to make animals eat it, and then it grows inside of them, and once it dies, it it grows out of them, so a new host will eat it, and maybe with this method it spreads its seeds or something like that. But yeah, the sloth cat transcends time because like the body where it stays, the flower grows, and if you go back there, you can pick the flower again. It doesn't, the flowers. Maybe the sloth cat and the flowers. I know I just said they're a fungus, but I'm still gonna call them flowers because they look like flowers. And we have other like things that are obviously mushrooms. So yeah, the flower and the sloth cat, because if you die, food that you've eaten, like fruits, they will magically appear back. I might be wrong, but like these fruits, like if you eat them, the next day, like they take time to grow back. They aren't back there immediately the next day. I think I might be wrong. But the flower, it goes to where you go. It goes with you. And if you die, it stays there. Unless you fall off a pit, of course, because like your body is at the bottom of that pit. You can't go there to get it back. And I feel later on so disappointed by the fact that I wasted that flower. But that flower, they tell me, like it just being there just tells me to keep going. Because why else would I be there? So yeah, those flowers. Oh, I'm gonna yawn again. I'm so sorry, guys. It's a bit late by the time I'm recording this. And don't worry, we're nearing the end of this. Let's see how. Oh dear, maybe. Okay, 30 minutes is not that near, but it does feel a bit closer than usual because, like, I do remember the last stretch just being me trying to get this parkour. And oh, I think I'm also mad because I wasted the spear. And I'm just complaining here about how I wasted the flower, I wasted the spear, I wasted my time following the yellow neuron eye to where it was telling me that there was a shelter even though there was no shelter. I was just feeling so cheated, and I wanted to get that spear. Oh my god, what time is it? I don't know. Also, I can't help but notice, like, does anyone else think that like these things here look like lizard, like their heads, like they look so mechanic. Oh yeah, if my explanation about the lizards and the birds just being like weird vessels for the ancients are like, if that's true, then the Leviathan is like a really, really big vessel someone decided to have just cause they were like, if I'm gonna be a like a sloth cat eating machine, I'm going to be a giant sloth cat eating machine. And you know, this is true. The ancients were just. I feel so bad for the iterators because, like, they were created to be these, like, practically god figures. And they're stuck dealing with people that built weird that just did the most super villain sounding plan ever to try to gain karma. And like I guess maybe like their process of transferring their minds was like irreversible. Or maybe they just oh god. Oh my god. My brain won't give me a break for yawning. Like maybe the reason they didn't switch back is because like at this point their bodies had gone like too far away from like the brain transfer machines they built. Maybe that's why those helicopter and things in the background are just mind transferring machines. If a sloth cat switched brains with a bird, I guess I could make it fly. Like I was being like, haha, I bet this sloth cat could go in one of those and just fly out of here. So yeah, trying to look at the map in a greater scheme. The outskirts is the outskirts of 5 pebbles. The drainage system of 5 pebbles. The shoreline of 5 pebbles. Looks to the moon was supposed to be right next to it, but it collapsed. I'm still mad we can't bring like materials to like raise her little rock thing away from the water. Also, what the heck happens to her when it rains? Like, is that part of the structure immune to water rising? Or does she just float to like the surface and then like down to her like rock debris thing once the water goes back down? How does she live? How does she survive? Oh my god, someone should make like a yawn counter. Yeah. I wonder if 5 Pebbles knows of looks to the moon. I forgot. But I think looks to the moon does know about 5 Pebbles. Yeah, she knows. She knows. In one of the pearls, she reads about like 5 Pebbles throwing a tantrum to get rid of like the rot started consuming him, so he had like a tantrum to get rid of it. And that's why there are disgusting rot vomit things in the sewage system, because it's 5 Pebbles throwing its cancer at the water because it's gross and weird. And honestly, yeah, I would too. And after a bit here, this is where I start debating whether to like use the pipe on the wall to go upwards or to just climb the poles. And I just hate that blue flying beetle thing. Like, it just knocks you off. Oh my god, I'm just noticing there's this like air fight between the thing and the noodle spaghetti fly thing. And there I felt like a pro for like 5.5 seconds because like I threw the spear and I grabbed it. I'm not sure if that's like the default whenever you use that function of the sloth cat to throw a spear. Come on, climb, little one. Climb, climb, climb. And here I am just feeling so bad about the flower that I wasted it completely. Oh, here I'm like, run! Run! My child, run! What am I doing? Oh, I'm waiting for it, but then I'm like, no, you know what? Screw it, I'll just go. Aha, I feel smart here because I go down. And by all accounts, I suppose that my body with the flowers should be here. Oh no, because like I died a bit more upwards. Huh. The lizard died. And here I'm gonna make another bad mistake because I realize, oh, that leads down to like the evil feeler thingies. And I'm like, I wonder where I can make the jump. Except I regret it last second and I tried to go back and like, in hindsight, oh, maybe if I hadn't done that, maybe I could have I could have done the jump, but like at the last second I tried to cancel it because I noticed the square thing at the top and I'm like, ew, ew, disgusting, ew, ew, oh my god, let me go, let me go. And I think I was actually asking for the lizard to eat me. Because I was like, I would rather get eaten by the lizard than being like in that evil, like anemone looking plant. Because the lizards at least like eat me. Because like they need food. Like those things are just evil. They feel evil. And I know I just said that nothing here exactly is evil. Because like, yeah, but like, come on. Those things just look disgusting and evil. Because they look like tons of evil fingers with disgusting fingernails. Blech. I do not like them. And yeah. I do wonder why some like I wonder if the graffiti in the background or like the ones that are obviously graffiti and not like paintings were done by scavengers or like by rebel ancients. Maybe there were rebel ancients. You know, these graffitis are all over like the industrial areas. Maybe there were ancients that opposed the idea of ascension that were trying to maybe like grieve the attempts of like destroying the ecosystem for the sake of ascension. Maybe those guys are the ones that became the ancients. You know, they didn't like the idea of ascending, of thinking that like they could escape the universe because they thought that they were part of it. So they refused to ascend and eventually decided to be one with nature. And so like they turned into the scavengers. Except so long has passed since that like their descendants of their descendants of their descendants are just savage animal thingies that just hunt and barely understand like trading and whatnot and like maybe are making their way back up into like evolving intellects and stuff. Or maybe like these ancients that didn't want to ascend for just for the sake of the ecosystem. And here I think I do an epic hiding maneuver by not letting that lizard see me, and yeah, it just goes away and I'm like, oh, I'm so glad it didn't see me. And yeah, so these ancients like they stayed on earth maybe as a sign of rebellion. They abandoned the cities, lived in nature, but then like maybe all of the leftover pollution from the mega structures from Five Pebbles and that caused their brains to like start devolving, and that's how we got to the scavengers. Maybe the pollution is why these animals are so weird and mechanical looking. Mm. I'm drinking water. Because, yeah, the pollution made these animals weird. That's why the lizards glow. Like, in a scenario where, like, they aren't crazy vessels built by the ancients to kill sloth cats. They glow because of the pollution. I have no explanation for the birds, though, why they fart to fly. Like, yeah, my vessel theory has to be true, at least for the birds. They look so weird. And yeah, in hindsight, it's not necessary to jump to place a spear. And I just noticed the game informs me. Well, I mean, I've noticed it for quite a time now that the game. Oh my god, that is when I said that I wasted this spear because I threw it in the opposite direction. Oh my god. I felt so bad. I actually here I think I let myself die. Or first I tried looking for another spear and then I let myself die. And yeah, in the scenario where they aren't crazy vessels, the lizards glow because of the pollution. The birds fart to fly for some unrelated reason. And then yeah, here is where I'm like, you know what, just kill me. Just kill me. Except the lizard is being very bad at killing me. I'm even like, bro, here. Come on, kill me. And like I'm actually thinking for a bit that maybe I have somehow like acquired its friendship by being nice and not like running away and like willingly delivering myself. We became friends, but then he eats me, so I'm like, yeah, no. Maybe it was surprised by me. So yeah. How close are we to ending this? Uh Oh, come on. I can do this. Okay, that 2 times speed is looking really tempting because, like, I'm running out of things to say about this. Uh, oh, yeah, I'll now make horrible predictions about the other slug cats because, yeah. Okay, so the monk. All that the description says is that this guy, like the journey is easier. My prediction. Okay, the monk is Jello, and everything so far about like related to karma is also Jello. So I'm gonna say that this guy ate a ton of flowers and has so much karma energy that things cannot he, things that try to eat him explode. He has so much karma energy that things that try to eat it explode. And where am I going? I got distracted for like 3 seconds. Where am I going? I think I just tried to running away from a lizard and I just got like, oh my god, where am I? How did I survive 3 lizards? Get in there! Oh my god. And that is when, yeah, I'm gonna die. I tried I tried to use the spear to attack the lizard. And then then I bounced on it and I was already picturing myself escaping from the lizard, but then I died. Yeah, that sucked really bad. So yeah. I'm gonna think of what to say because yeah, here I'm just happy I have a spear and I'm gonna try not to waste it. So yeah, yeah, crawly, crawly, crawl, climby, climby, climb. Crawly, crawly, crawl. I escaped the lizard. And then I jumpy, jumpy, jump. And then I climby, climby, climb. And then oh yeah, I do remember I did start singing at some point. There is a song about going west that I started singing before I fell from a pole, and then I started going on about story of Undertale. So I'll go. I'm gonna do that right now. Five Pebbles said, "Go west, gonna go there 'cause Five Pebbles told me to go there. Go west." Maybe you and me go west. This is our destiny. I think this is where I try to climb a wall and then I fail and then I wonder how I did it. I do not know how I did it and then I decided to go to the other way. Yay, yay. And then story of Undertale. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm so sorry. I should apologize in advance for this torture. Uh, story of Rain World. I fell from a pipe. Uh, what I want my family back. I don't know where I am. This is my Rain World. I fell into the outskirts because the rain separated me from my family. I am very scared. I can die very easily. I found the spear and I started climbing. I faced an evil talk. I faced a bunch of evil glowing lizards. I messed up the lyrics. I don't care because I am a pro. Okay, I'll shut up now. Next time, if I catch the audio, it's better catch the audio next time. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention actually. If my test turns out to be like wrong, and you do need to go to Five Pebbles to like go into the underground and do stuff in the sand, I will go through the rest of the game. However, I will try something, and that is going to Five Pebbles before looks to the moon. I will see if I can bring some pearls to her, so from the get go we can start seeing stuff. I don't know if this will give me like extra dialogue or something like that. I really doubt that, cause yeah. What am I? Why am I? Hello. Oh, I'm trying to put on the spear. I mean the thing I picked up because it's not a spear, and then yeah. So now yeah. And now I'm climbing, and now I'm climbing, and now I'm going up. I love going upwards. Yeah. Oh my god, I just checked the time. It's 11 p.m. I did not expect this to take us long. In my defense, I was trying to figure out how to record with OBS. And yeah, oh my god, 2 hours and a half. I've never felt this long. I could have sworn I started recording at 8. Whatever. Part of me is somewhat tempted of just pausing the video and finishing recording when I have more energy or whatever, but nah. I think if like my voice reflects what I was actually starting to feel towards the time, it will be more accurate. Because like I was starting to feel a bit tired, and I kept saying that, oh my god, I will only do this attempt and then I will go to sleep. And then I started saying stuff like, no, it didn't count because I got knocked off, or oh my god, it didn't count, I lost my spear, or oh my god, it didn't count because I died before I got there, and like it doesn't count if I didn't actually get to do the thing I said I was gonna I said I was gonna do, and I dropped my spear again. And by the way, I don't think we give the sloth cat enough credit for being strong. Like Like you right now, just try to like grab onto some random rusty pole and pull yourself upwards. Yeah, I don't think it's that easy. And here I'm just trying to lay low so this evil bug doesn't just do exactly that. But yeah, slug cat limbs are strong. And yeah, I do not know why. Sometimes a lizard, sometimes just shows up there. And it just like it goes away. Like does it hear us going and then like it's disappointed that we are not actually there. And there I felt like a super pro gamer because I managed to get that pole in without dying and like falling off. And then I completely mess it up. And I swear that these like letters at the top feel like oops, an E and an M. So like Eminem exists and Rain World confirmed. Also, I think 9 minutes left of voicing this thing over. So yeah, I'm going up. Are there any songs about like going upwards? Um, about like climbing. Be a man. We got the strength of the clouds and fire. Be a man with all the force of the great typhoon. Be a man with all the strength of a raging fire. Mysterious as the dark side of the moon. Time is raging towards us till the rain arrives. Heal my every order, and you might survive. You're a weak and poor slug cat. However, the sky arrived. How will I make this jump if they're there? Be a slug, be a skunk, with all the phrase of with all the with all the grace of the coursing river. Be a swallow with all the force of the great typhoon. Be a skunk with all the strength of a raging fire. Mysterious as the dark side of looks to the moon. And then what did oh, and then yeah, the song that ends there. So yeah, that is horrible karaoke. And oh yeah, oh my god, the whole reason I even brought that up is because if if and that is because if I do need to see five pebbles, I will go to five pebbles first and then to look to the moon to get dialogue, and I will hopefully get the captain. You know the song that goes that do 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 do, and I do not like leeches, and I prefer no leeches. Would you please stop spazzing out, bro? I just wanna go in the pipe, bro. La 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 la. And they're like so happy the lizards left. Except I don't realize it's because the rain is about to show up, and I'm like, oh my god, they're finally gone. I hope there's a shelter nearby. I don't care if I have to starve to get in. And like the fact everything starts looking more rusted and old like supports my strive of like keeping this quest on, because it's like there is stuff here. There's a reason to keep going. Like the stuff looks like I should go there. Oh my god, that quality drop was insane. And here I'm just like go under, go up. I don't care. Just keep going. Just keep going. There's a scavenger toll there. Like the screen, the the text at the bottom of the screen said that, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't have enough karma. I cannot go in. And this is why I'm gonna need more levels. I later start like discussing what the plan should be. And I think I've come to the conclusion that given that there are no actually accessible shelters, thank you a lot, Jello Neuron Optic Nerve Eye guy. There are no shelters nearby. I'm gonna have to farm at like there, and like it's actually easier because like there's tons of fruit, there's tons of bats and all that stuff I could farm for levels. Then head over here, and I'm hoping that because the rain is closer, the scavengers won't be there and won't kill me. Because if the scavengers mess everything up, I will not be happy. Cause they're unpredictable. I think they're the most unpredictable like creature in this game. And I forgot to mention the gates. Who would have guessed? So why did the ancients place this? It's obvious that they figured out. It's obvious that they figured out about karma. Why would they restrict travel between areas? Is it because we're getting closer to the temples? Did they figure that they needed to keep only people with certain levels of karma in certain areas for some reason? I don't know. Just like what was the thing I was also like confused about? I found a solution to that. To karma levels being a thing. It's cause like you generate it during the day and you like finish it when you sleep it, and that flowers make you more. So like yeah, it's cordyceps. The map just got stuck there for some reason, but yeah. Um, I just look at the map and discuss what I should do, which is basically what I said. I look at the map and I'm like, wow, I really went a long way. I figured out the jump. I need to pass this area through the scavenger toll into that house karma. I forgot what that one. I think that's a fourth level. I need to reach that in order to keep going. Now, if that is a gate to another area altogether, that could mean the farm arrays are right there. Cause if I remember correctly, every time there's a new gate, it means there's a new area. Unless it's just more outskirts, in which that case I will be very disappointed, but I'll keep going. So yeah, I don't do anything much in this section aside from discussing the plan, looking at all the places I've died in, and I think I will appreciate that the world is actually feels three dimensional here, because like there are layers, like you actually move in the three axis, x, y, and z, and not just an x and y. Because even though Rain World is a 2D game, I think this alone makes it feel very 3D. Alongside like what I've said about like the ecosystem feeling very alive. And actually, wait a second. Wait a second. Wait, guys. My theory about the starter section, this part here is light. I don't think it's possible to return here. Cause like the closest thing is this area on top. But like it's on a separate, it's on another layer, you know. Maybe it is possible somehow by doing a super long walk, but yeah, unfortunately, I guess I'll have to find out for myself. Uh, so yeah, that's everything for this video. I am so sorry for it being this long. I had to make it like this, so yeah. Thank you, whoever watched this, and yeah. This is just me looking at this and just speaking a bit more. Yeah. I'll upload this and yeah, thank you and for watching. Goodbye.